Oh Hussain, oh Hussain, what can I tell you about the state of my heart? Oh Hussain, as the day of Ashura nears, it floods with anguish and pain. For I remember how you were mercilessly slaughtered upon the plains of Karbala. I remember every moment of the killing, O beloved son of Zahra. And because of this, in my whole life, never have I slept, until over your tragedy, I have bitterly wept. A river of blood pours from my eyes. Every day, your grandson Mehdi for you cries. For O Hussain, you had a status which was so lofty and high. Well known you were in the earth and in the skies. You were the most generous, merciful and kind. Another like you in all of Arabia one couldn't find. You were from the Prophet, a piece of heaven's fruit. Your greatness, it was impossible for anyone to compute. You were the beacon of guidance and the ark of salvation. So with such cruelty, how could they treat you like this, the Muslim nation? But alas, when I stand in Karbala, I see you, a very distraught man. You were covered in wounds, exhausted, clutching a sword in your hand. You look at the remains of your loved one, strewn across the floor. Broken is your heart to its very core. Painstakingly difficult is every single step. Slowly you approach your inevitable death. Weep for you all of the angels and the jinn, but where ends their sorrow is where my sorrow begins. Although with great conviction towards the enemies you marched, I see your lips are dry from 3 days of thirst, parched. You were drowning in grief, yet patient you remained. You didn't waver nor falter, despite knowing you'd be slain. But Hussain, I see in your eyes the loss of Akbar, Asghar, Aun and Muhammad and Qasim. Hussain, I see the sacrifice of your Hur, Habib, Zohair and the moon of Bani Hashim. Yet you continue to push through, though through your mind run these scenes. You're not alive, nor dead, yet somewhere in between. You fight like your father, killing all who came in your path. Swiftly, you send hundreds of souls to incur God's wrath. But a point comes when the skies become dark with spears and arrows. You fall from your horse as the blood from your veins flows. It's so hard for me to look as your cheeks strike upon the sand. Your gray hair is dyed with blood. I wish to give you a hand. They butcher you with blows while you have no one to save you from the danger. I wish I could have been there, oh Karbala's lonely stranger. And Hussain, this sight makes my weak heart burst. It is a sight which is even harder than seeing your thirst. Lady Zainab was watching. On your chest sat Shimmer. He smiled gleefully, the air crackling with his laughter. Your breath becomes shallow. Your vision was blurring. He placed his dagger at your neck, 12 strikes recurring. Your head upon a spear as your tents were set aflame. As your tents were set aflame.